Coming up on Flowing into Awareness with Master Intuitive Anatara. Opening, not training. What does it mean to train, to be in training? Do we really need to train to be able to do and learn? What if it's only about opening up to what is already innately there within? This and more coming up next on Flowing into Awareness. This week's episode is brought to you by Support the Mountains Herbal Parasite Cleanse. This formula targets the small and large intestinal tracts and larvae, the most broad-spectrum formula available today. 100% organic, formulated by Dr. Mikio Sankey, author of the Esoteric Acupuncture series. For 10% off your first bottle, visit shopyogahub.com and use the coupon code CLEANSE at checkout. Hello and welcome to YHTV's Flowing into Awareness with visionary and master intuitive Anatara. I'm Christina Suzuma, your host for this program. Today our topic is opening, not training. And with us is the beautiful Anatara.
Oh, hello, Christina.
Hello, Anatara.
I have found, to jump right into opening and not training, I have found that people often believe that we've got to train ourselves to be something, that we have to train ourselves to ski, to walk, to study, to cook, whatever it might be, that we have to train ourselves. Now we have to put all of this effort into training something, which implies often that we are training something out of ourselves in order to bring something in order to take on the new training. We are going to shift or change something about who we already are, or what we already think or want or do. So, what if everything that we want to learn about, that we have been saying, oh, I must train myself to do this, is really only about opening to the fact that it's already there. Perhaps, we are these phenomenal beings of exceptional awareness and ability to flow, to feel, to achieve whatever it is that we're looking for in our lives without having to put effort and, use our potential to train ourselves to be that. So when I look at in one's intuitive abilities, when I look at our intuition, we are completely capable already of hearing everything that there is to be heard from our guides, from the universe, from whoever it is that we believe in, whoever that we tune into, including ourselves. We are already these vehicles and these vessels of phenomenal ability at hearing those things. And then we think, oh, but someone's got to train me how to do that. I need to train myself. I need to read a book. I need to take a class. I need to meditate. And some of these things could be true. They're not bad. But how about if you don't have to train yourself as much as you just need to open? As much as you can just simply put yourself in a place of I'm going to say easy, light, and what we were talking about earlier, and the last time we spoke about peaceful resonance. If we are in a state of peaceful resonance that sort of sits inside us and it holds our hearts and it holds our beings, we don't have to train anything. We just open to it. I come across so many people in my work that want to believe that they are more intuitive. They want to believe and feel that they can receive information when they need it. They want to believe that the answers that they receive to questions that they have are sure, are factual, are real, that they have a resonance that makes them believe in it. I think that's what I'm really trying to say, that when we reach out intuitively, that there's a response that comes back from inside that holds a resonance that we can't question, that we don't want to question because it's so strong and so real. And this is precisely what I'm talking about in terms of opening. If we are opening to that resonance, if we are available for that resonance to reach us, and we are ready to receive that resonance, we've done all the work we need to do in order to feel intuitive, in order to feel full, in order to feel that we are exactly what we are supposed to be. There's still so much doubt in so many of us that we can actually, hear anything intuitively, that we could possibly have in the moment everything that we need to make a decision, a choice, that we have a knowing that is continually refreshing itself as situations change around us, that can then speak to us and give us direction. Well, I want you to know that you do have that. You are that, and you always will be that. You came into this life, into this world with that opening available to you. You came in as this beautiful open vessel, and various things changed it and made you shift your awareness and caused you to start to disbelieve that you could be available to whatever intuitive information you can find. So remember, open to things. You don't have to train yourself to do anything. Don't put that much effort into it. Open to all the possibility that's around you. Open to, to the moment. It sounds sort of pat, but open. Be open. Feel that you are, opening like a flower, opening like a lotus. That you are opening like the day happens as the sunlight starts to filter through it. You are opening the way a forest does as you step into it. You are the primary sort of vehicle and vessel that can show you whether you are opening or not. So find the ways to show yourself that so that you believe it. And ask yourself, do I think I need to train myself to do this? I mean, there are certain skills that might require training, but in everything else, do I feel like I am training myself to do this, or do I feel that I'm putting pressure on myself to train myself to do this? When you think that you need to train yourself, you are forgetting that you already know it all. You're forgetting that you are infinitely capable. And that's the step that I want you all to come to be able to bypass, so that the opening can simply just happen.
So, Anatara, do you believe then that it's because of the way that we're raised in this society that makes us question, this is my sense, but is it real?
It definitely happens. There's no doubt about it, that we are taught to believe in the adults. We are taught to believe in things that we read. We're taught to believe in certain doctrines. In terms of religion, we're taught to believe that, that something is so. And if we give all of our belief over to something that doesn't come from within us, we are closing ourselves down. We are putting ourselves in a state of doubt about our personal abilities. And in schools, we're not shown how to be all the time, to be creative. These little sparks of opening that just are available for what's there to be received. So we cut ourselves short. A lot of the ways we think we have to behave, to be out in the world. We're not allowed necessarily to cry when we want to. We have to be polite. We have to do many things to survive in society. And some of those things are helpful, and a lot of them are not very helpful at all. So yeah, society is shutting us down all over the place. And then we believe it, and we then are in charge of how much we shut ourselves down. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. We are in control.
And the possibilities, like, for example, we do follow our intuition, and we do follow what we feel our heart guides us to. I've seen where, for example, an individual follows that, but it's not the outcome that they would like. Mm-hmm. So immediately it's also that shutdown of, I shouldn't have followed my intuition, because this is not, the mind is so powerful. This is not what should have happened that I believed would happen if I followed this way.
Right. So that's another fantastic way to look at this, and a good example of what we do to ourselves. who are we to know, like literally, who are we to know just as an individual personality, as a mind, what is meant to happen in a certain situation? Who are we, how are we supposed to know what the best harmony for everyone and everything involved in a particular, incident situation is supposed to be? How can we possibly know that? We can only know those things, what is supposed to happen, if we are coming from that other place of opening and intuition. That's the only place that the answer to those things are. So many times, what happens may not be what our minds thought was right, but it will be what our hearts would know is right if we could find what the heart has to say about it. Does that explain that enough?
Yeah, well, it's like some clarity to it. Yes, because I find that that's where many get stuck. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh no, I can't follow my intuition because it led me down the wrong path. And it's like, do you really believe that was the wrong path, or is it what we chose to believe at that moment?
Exactly.
That wishful thinking, so to say.
Yeah. So this really is all about the separation of mind belief and heart knowing. Mm-hmm. If we say, I believe this, we are usually, most of us are saying, I believe that this is the logical, factual way that something is to unfold. When I say I believe, I'm not saying that. When I say I believe, I am bringing through everything that I can gather from all of the realms around and through and in myself that give me information. So there are different kinds of I believes, but check out what kind of belief, or what kind of I believe you're operating from. Mm-hmm. Is it the open, belief system, or is it the one that says this should happen, that should happen? This is what somebody told me, kind of belief.
Wonderful. Yes. That's a very important point. Make sure to check that out first.
Certain things to ask.
Yes, and be authentic with oneself and that. Yeah, very good. Well, thank you so much, Anatara, for this moment of opening and connecting with oneself and within. And of course, we would like to thank each and every one of you for joining us in this new platform of education and information. We are grateful for your continuous support, and we look forward to hearing your feedback on how we can serve you better. You can connect with Anatara by following her on Twitter @Anatara, or on Facebook through Master Intuitive, and of course through her own website, anatara.ca. We hope you enjoyed this moment on YHTV and it has supported you or a loved one in some way. We invite you to take a moment to like us or subscribe to our YouTube channel so that we can continue to bring more of these wonderful shows to you. We are always grateful for any feedback, comments, and support, suggestions that you can give us. You can scroll down and simply type it into the comment box and we will be sure to reply. Or give us a call at 818-LETS-TALK. 818-LETS TALK. Until next time, namaste.
But I think that a lot of people get hurt, spraining muscles or tearing muscles or bruising muscles, and not always sure what to do. And most of the time, people don't do it as well as they can. So I always think that by having an understanding of some of these systems, give you more insights in how to prevent problems, prepare yourself to be in the best shape, muscular-wise,